The military offers unparalleled opportunities for personal and professional growth. From leadership development to financial benefits like healthcare, education, and VA loans. However, a single misstep can jeopardize your career, reputation, and future prospects. Based on years of observation and real-world consequences, this guide outlines the 5 fastest ways to ruin your military career and provides practical advice on how to avoid these pitfalls. These mistakes are not just career enders. They can lead to legal trouble, loss of benefits, and long-term personal consequences. By understanding and steering clear of these behaviors, you can protect your career and thrive in the military. 1. Driving under the influence. DUI or drug-related offenses. One of the quickest ways to end your military career is getting caught driving under the influence, DUI, or driving while intoxicated, DWI. This category also includes any drug-related offenses, such as possession, use, or distribution of illegal substances. These actions are not only illegal, but also violate the military's strict standards of conduct. A single incident can lead to immediate consequences, including non-judicial punishment, NJP, administrative separation, or even criminal charges. In the past, minor infractions might have been handled with leniency, such as a reprimand or a waiver. However, in 2025, the military has adopted a near-zero tolerance policy for DUIs and drug offenses. Depending on the severity of the offense, you could face immediate discharge, loss of security clearance, or even jail time. For example, a DUI conviction can result in a permanent mark on your record, making it difficult to secure future employment, especially in roles requiring trust and responsibility. Consider the case of a service member who received a DUI after a night out. Not only did they lose their driving privileges on base, but they also faced a reduction in rank, a fine, and eventual separation from the military. The ripple effects extended beyond their career, impacting their ability to secure civilian jobs due to a tainted record. Drug-related offenses are even more severe. A positive drug test can lead to an other than honorable discharge, stripping you of benefits like the GI Bill or VA health care. How to avoid it? Avoiding a DUI or drug-related offense is straightforward. Don't drink and drive. Use ride-sharing services like Uber or Lyft. Designate a sober driver, or choose a venue where you can stay overnight, such as a friend's house. Avoid illegal substances. The military conducts random drug tests, and even a single positive result can end your career. Stay away from drugs entirely. Plan ahead. If you're going out, plan your transportation in advance. In 2025, technology makes it easier than ever to avoid risky decisions. Use it to your advantage. By prioritizing responsible decision-making, you can avoid the devastating consequences of a DUI or drug offense and protect your military career. 2. Sexual misconduct or harassment. Sexual misconduct, including harassment, assault, or inappropriate behavior, is a career killer in the military. The military has a zero-tolerance policy for actions that violate respect, consent, or professionalism. This includes not only physical acts, but also verbal comments, jokes, or gestures that could be perceived as sexually inappropriate. Even if you don't intend harm, perception matters, and a single complaint can trigger an investigation that derails your career. Sexual misconduct allegations can lead to severe repercussions, including administrative separation, loss of rank, or criminal charges under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, UCMJ. For example, a service member who made comments about a colleague's appearance a formal investigation, resulting in a demotion and a permanent mark on their record. In cases of assault, consequences can include court-martial and imprisonment, not to mention the lifelong stigma and difficulty finding civilian employment. To steer clear of sexual misconduct, understand consent. Always ensure clear mutual consent in any romantic or physical interaction. No means no, and ambiguity is not an excuse. Avoid inappropriate behavior. Refrain from comments, jokes, or actions that could be interpreted as harassing or disrespectful, even in casual settings. Foster professionalism. Treat all colleagues with respect, regardless of gender or orientation. Maintain a professional demeanor in all interactions. Educate yourself. Participate in mandatory training on sexual harassment and assault prevention. These sessions provide valuable guidance on maintaining appropriate conduct. By maintaining professionalism and respecting boundaries, you can avoid the severe consequences of sexual misconduct and build a reputation as a trustworthy service member. 3. Violating integrity. Integrity is a cornerstone of military service, encapsulated in core values like honor, courage, and commitment. Violating integrity through lying, cheating, or other dishonest behavior can lead to swift and severe consequences. This is especially true during basic training, where integrity violations can result in immediate dismissal. Even in operational units, actions like falsifying reports, cheating on tests, or negligent behavior, for example, a negligent discharge of a weapon, can end your career. Consider the case of a recruit who, during boot camp, engaged in a prank that violated integrity. They tampered with another recruit's equipment and lied when confronted. As a result, they were sent back to the beginning of training, losing months of progress. In another instance, a service member who cheated on a qualification exam was caught, resulting in a demotion and eventual separation. These incidents highlight how integrity violations erode trust, which is critical in a military environment where lives depend on reliability. To uphold integrity. B. Always tell the truth, even when it's difficult. Admitting a mistake is better than being caught in a lie. Follow rules. Adhere to regulations, whether on the range, in the classroom, or in the field. Cutting corners is not worth the risk. Take responsibility. If you make a mistake, own it and learn from it. Demonstrating accountability can mitigate consequences and build trust. Model core values. Embody honor, courage, and commitment in all actions. These values are not just slogans, they guide your career and reputation. By prioritizing integrity, you build trust with your peers and leaders, ensuring a successful and respected military career. 4. Domestic violence. Domestic violence, including physical, emotional, or verbal abuse against a partner, family member, or anyone else, is a serious offense in the military. The military takes a hard stance against any form of violence, particularly in personal relationships. Domestic violence not only violates military values, but also carries legal consequences that can end your career and lead to imprisonment. A service member who engaged in a physical altercation with their spouse faced immediate consequences, including a military protective order, loss of security clearance, and eventual discharge. Even allegations without convictions can lead to investigations, restrictions, and damage to your reputation. In one case, a service member accused of domestic violence struggled to defend themselves without evidence, highlighting the importance of protecting yourself in contentious situations to avoid domestic violence issues. Walk away if a situation escalates. Remove yourself from it. Violence is never a solution, and de-escalation is always the better choice. Seek help. If you're struggling with anger or relationship issues, use military resources like counseling services or chaplains to address problems proactively. Document interactions. In volatile situations, record audio or video where legal or ensure witnesses are present to protect yourself from false accusations. Know the law. Understand that even retaliatory actions, for example, hitting back, can lead to consequences. Prioritize de-escalation and legal protection. By maintaining control and seeking help when needed, you can avoid the devastating impact of domestic violence on your career and personal life. 5. Associating with negative influences. Surrounding yourself with negative or toxic individuals, often referred to as schmacadalists, in military slang, can drag you down and jeopardize your career. These individuals are characterized by their disregard for rules, negative attitudes, and rebellious behavior. They may complain constantly, skirt regulations, for example, improper uniforms or tattoos, or engage in risky behaviors like drug use. Associating with them can tarnish your reputation and lead you to make poor decisions. Negative influences can have a contagious effect, pulling you into their orbit of bad behavior. For example, a service member who befriended a negative peer was persuaded to skip mandatory training, resulting in disciplinary action. In another case, a Marine who associated with a group known for drug use was implicated in an investigation, leading to a dishonorable discharge. The crabs in a bucket analogy applies here. Negative people pull others down to their level, preventing success. To avoid negative influences, choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with positive, motivated individuals who share your commitment to excellence. Set boundaries. Politely distance yourself from negative peers. Don't let their energy affect your mindset or actions. Focus on positivity. Studies show that positivity, even when forced, can improve mental and physical health. Smile, volunteer, and engage in activities that boost morale. Be a leader. Model the behavior you want to see. By being a positive influence, you can inspire others and build a strong reputation. By avoiding negative influences, you protect your mental health, reputation, and career trajectory. Avoiding these 5 pitfalls due as drug offenses: sexual misconduct, integrity violations, domestic violence, and negative influences is critical to a successful military career. The military rewards those who embody its values, demonstrate professionalism, and make smart choices. Here are key takeaways to thrive. Stay responsible. Plan ahead to avoid risky behaviors like drinking and driving or using drugs. Uphold respect. Treat everyone with professionalism and respect, ensuring consent and appropriate conduct. Embrace integrity. Be honest, accountable, and committed to military values. De-escalate conflicts. Avoid violence and seek help to resolve personal issues. Surround yourself with positivity. Build a network of motivated peers who support your goals. By following these principles, you can maximize the benefits of military service healthcare, education, VA loans, and more, while avoiding the mistakes that lead to career-ending consequences. Be the service member others look up to, and your career will flourish. For additional resources, consider exploring content designed to help service members achieve financial freedom and personal success. Subscribe to relevant channels, engage with communities of like-minded individuals, and take advantage of free resources, such as guides to military life, to set yourself up for long-term success.